What do I do if I want to have sex and my partner doesn't? This is a very good question. Hi, my name is Martha. I'm a clinical sexologist with a doctorate in human sexuality. When you are in a relationship, sometimes you will come across experiences where you want to have sex and your partner doesn't. And this has to do with sometimes timing. Is your partner available? Is your partner tired? Is your partner stressed? It has to do with sex drive. Do you have a higher sex drive? Does your partner have a lower sex drive? Maybe your partner is having a period, for instance, and they're not available. Maybe your partner is going through some changes, for instance, pregnant, or going through some kind of transition. Maybe your partner is grieving over death of a loved one. And you always have the option of self-pleasuring. You always have the option of masturbating, and you can take care of your own needs. Some people have difficulties with accepting that. They feel that they are pathetic if they pleasure themselves when they have someone who can do it with them, or somebody that they long to be sexual with, and that person is not available. This is life. This is life. When we want something and it's just not possible, we have the choice of being angry and resentful, being withdrawn and feeling isolated, or we can choose to make the best of whatever it is and choose not to shut down our sexuality. There are also options available when your partner doesn't want to have sex but is open to engaging with you in other forms of sexuality. For instance, your partner may not feel like having penetrative sex, and instead you do a hand job or blow job instead for each other or on yourself. You can have mutual masturbation. This is when the partner doesn't want to have sex but is willing to pleasure themselves a little bit, and you can lie alongside each other. Or your partner is okay about masturbating you, pleasuring you. And maybe your partner doesn't want to do anything, but your partner is willing to witness. And this is what we call masturbation witnessing. So this is when you can self-pleasure and your partner can hold space for you and look at you in a loving way. If your partner is sitting there angry and resentful, then that may not be a good idea to do that. And so you may want to engage in other forms of sexual activity instead. You may want to choose to have other kinds of compromises. For instance, you can just hold each other and watch a movie instead, and that can feel really nice. You could give each other massages instead of having sex in that specific form. So there are many ways in which we can express our sexuality without needing to just be completely angry or shut down or feeling withdrawn or lonely. And you may have other thoughts with regards to this question of whether you want to have sex and your partner doesn't. You can also discuss when your partner feels that they're available to have sex. You can arrange for a future time that is more convenient to your partner, and you'd be surprised. It could be in 1 hour's time, it could be the next day, it could be that weekend. However, scheduling it helps also with the anticipation of what can happen, and so it's not necessarily a bad thing if you postpone your gratification. So I've answered this in many ways, and I hope you've gotten some ideas of what you can do. It takes a mature person to be able to ask and to be able to be clear about your needs and to be open to different kinds of possibilities. So this is Martha of Eros Coaching. If you have more questions, you can email me at ask@eroscoaching.com.